City of stars, are you shining just for me?
No, I sing good. You ain't it. No. You gonna listen.
To who, Ma? Huh? To you?
Both are great movies, and both have similar themes, but I'm telling you right now, La La Land will win because people are going to identify with that story more. They're gonna see pieces of it and say, oh, that was the summer of '89 or whatever for them, and they're not gonna identify with Moonlight. So La La Land, this is the story about the jazz musician. His name is Sebastian, that's Gosling, and he meets Emma Stone. She's a struggling actress, and the whole story is them meeting each other, running into each other, then finally getting together. And then they have to navigate two very stressful careers, because it's stressful for a musician. It's the same thing for writers too. Musician, writing, anything creative, it's good work and then it's commercial work. Because commercial work is marketable and good doesn't sell at that rate. That's always been the story, and I don't think that theme is going away anytime soon. And she falls in love with a musician who loves real music, and she falls in love with someone who has taste. And then the real world sets in, and it really is, and it's for both of them, because she gets, she wants to be an actress. Can she be an actress? You have to do more marketable work. And it's the same thing for him. You can play good music or you can play music that sells. Pick one. And, funny story with F. Scott Fitzgerald, they told him don't write for the movies because real writers don't write for the movies. So he didn't write his autobiography for the movies because he would have lost a lot of pull in the literary world. So I just thought that was interesting to pull in from this whole thing. So what ends up happening, like a big piece of the story is, can you love each other? Can you love each other when things are bad? Can you love each other through each other's crafts? Can you really love each other when things are when life sets in? And it's really, this is the story of how the Notebook should have ended, how it should have ended. And they give a beautiful ending to this story. I don't want to get into the whole movie in case you haven't seen it. But the major theme is, can love survive when life sets in? And I think very few people, the moonlit walks, everything is good when you go on those moonlit walks late at night on a date. Everything is good then. But for me, I'll touch on what happened, what happened with me. Who do you call when your father dies? That's life setting in, right? So I think that's a big piece, that's basically that movie. And it's really well written. It's good. It's well written. I think it's well written, and it's got good acting. But that's the whole movie right there. That's the crux of the movie. Moonlight. There's a love story in Moonlight, and it tells of a young man. He grows up in the very rough part of Miami. He has things that happen to him. His mother is a cocaine addict, friends with the drug dealers that sell to her. Then he has to deal with those emotions. His best friend sells him out in a way. He ends up in juvie, and then after that he ends up becoming a drug dealer in Atlanta. And he has to contend with the story of who is he, coming home, and the sense of self. Now, tell me right now, what to you already sounds like the better story? Moonlight contends more with man versus self than La La Land ever does. And that's a harder story to write, but when it's done right, everyone can see bits and pieces of themselves in that story. Someone's gonna say, well, in La La Land they were struggling with that too, but it could have been that story, but they didn't want to write that. Because and here's why, and here's why they'll win. They don't want to write that because that scares people away. That whole thought process right there is just too scary for a big chunk of people. And I know what everyone's going to say. Well, this is the Academy Awards. The people that vote are in film, are in media. They will know good film techniques. They'll know good writing. Not necessarily. I think it's more self-identity, and it's more, oh, I can resonate with that plot and I know that feeling, then oh my god, like that was just good film. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen tonight. I think La La Land will win because it was easier and it was easier for people to resonate with. But Moonlight is still the better, it's still the better film. It's good, one's great, one's exceptional, and it's not La La Land. But let me know, I want to know. now it's your turn. I want to know what you think. I want to know, would you choose La La Land or would you go for Moonlight? Who would you give the Oscar to? I'm genuinely curious. Alright, you guys, that's it for me. It's Great Show on Earth. Live long and prosper. Like I said, bye. Moonlight, Team Moonlight. Someone's gonna say it's because I'm from Miami, but I mean that story could have been about someone from the wrong side of Tennessee, and it would have worked. So I don't know. It's the Miami thing was nice because that was throwing a bone to me, but the story works with any city.